Hey everyone, in today's video we are going to be cleaning this door panel. It's mostly plastic, has a little bit of fabric right here, and you can see it's in pretty bad condition. So let's see what we can do with this. So here's what we need to get this cleaned up. We need a detailing brush to get into the smaller areas where the controls and everything are. You need a drill brush. I'll put a link in for this brush in the description. I used this in my previous videos. It does a pretty good job. We need a solvent, so I'm using here Purple Power. This is a 50-50 mix, 50% water, 50% solution. You would need some rags, so grab yourself some microfiber cloth. And finally, to finish it up, we're going to use the Meguiar's Natural Shine Protectant. So I already wiped the area down, and I put a little bit of solution on here, on the fabric especially, to get it soaked in. And so by the time we clean the plastics, it's going to be nice and it'll work through the fabric to get it clean. So again, I'm just going to do another quick spray, some on the trim. I'll probably have to come back, and as I get to the other areas, to spray it again. It'll probably dry off by the time we get there. So as you know, in my previous videos, I'm pretty liberal with this Purple Power, and honestly it works pretty good. So okay, we'll let the fabric work and then start on the plastic. I'm going to take my detailing brush, I'm going to spray some more on here. And we'll start working from this corner here and work our way down. Spray a little bit more on here, a little bit here. Some of the solution had dried. It's a little bit warm today, mostly windy. So just going to respray that real quick and just start working through these other areas. Alright, so now let's get into the controls. I'm going to spray a little bit more on the brush because I didn't soak the switches, just as a precaution. So just go work that in. And we adjust a bit so you can catch some of the other areas. Spray a little bit behind the door handle. There are other products out there that I've been willing to try, meaning to try, and one of those is the Chemical Guys. I believe it's called the VPR. So in my next video, I'll probably end up getting that, and then we'll do the other areas of the car, or maybe the other door panel, and then just do a comparison. All right, let's readjust a little bit more. Let's get you a little closer so you can see inside the cup holders. And I'm going to spread that again. Maybe I should just tilt this over a bit, you guys can see. All right. Let's continue. Looks like the brush is drying up a bit. Let's get some more solution on here. Usually for me, these bottom areas are pretty dirty because I usually kick the door open sometimes, or if the door is closing, I'll put my foot up, so it does scuff it up a bit. All right, let's just hit the found area. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and use our drill brush and start working on the fabric. So it has soaked up pretty good. I'm just going to spray a little bit more on here. And a little bit on my brush. And start working from the corner here. This is some of the more dirty area right here. And so just gonna put another little bit on here. Let's hit it one more time. Okay, so now we've got the whole thing done. I'm just gonna spray it again and just to wipe down. And this way, any of that dirt that came off the brush or anything I may have spread around, we can get that out. All right, let's respray this a little bit more. This is all dried up. Again, trying to avoid the speaker. Yeah, the scuff marks at the bottom have lightened up a lot, but this is the first time in a while that I've actually done the doors, so it might take another. Actually, it's coming up pretty quick now. So one thing I failed to mention earlier is that since we're working with fabric, it's a good idea to use a shop vac or an extractor to remove the moisture. So I brought the shop vac out, and let's go ahead and work the panel through and remove as much moisture as we can. Alright, so now we've got most of the moisture out. It's a little bit wet still, but we're going to just leave the door open for a bit. It'll dry out. It does look a little bit better, but there are some areas right here that the fabric's just worn, and you can see the plastic underneath of it. So we'll find out more once it dries. And right here, looks like there's some either burn marks or some scuffs, so the fabric's gone from there. Alright, next step we're going to do is use our Meguiars to put a protectant on here. So I like to usually, I don't spray directly onto the panel, mainly because of overspray and it gets onto the glass. And so I'll just spray some on here, and what we'll do is we'll work through each section. Again, as you guys could probably tell, I am pretty liberal with these things, the solutions. I mean, they work good, so you know, I like to put a good amount on here. It does last long, so that's another benefit. Here, I'm not pressing too hard on here. I want to put a layer of the cleaner on here, or the protectant, excuse me, on here. Work through there. Put behind here the door handle. Trying to avoid the glass. I still got it on the glass. These applicators come in pretty handy. I bought a 3-pack. I think this was from AutoZone. They're about, I think, $5, so they're washable. So every time I use them, I just throw in the wash, get them all cleaned up, and they're good to go again. These are the cup holders. So as you can see, some of it has got into the crevices here. It does dry out clear, so it's not a big deal. All right, so here's our final product. This is not a super gloss. It is actually I believe it's a matte finish, but it makes it look clean. And the door panel here is drying up a little bit, as you can see. Much cleaner than it was before. So if you guys have not subscribed, please go and subscribe. I'll try to bring some good content. And if you've used some similar products for cleaning, please do share. I'd like to try different things out and share the results with you. All right, guys, till next time. Bye-bye.